Hello, and welcome to Martinsville Speedway here in Martinsville, Virginia, the Hot Fuel Racing League, the short track league, taking on a double feature, one of their crown jewels here tonight, twin 75 lap races here at Martinsville. We're looking at a really exciting night of racing. I must say, we got a stacked field of drivers here, and a lot of laps to take in here at Martinsville, but while we got the chance, let's go ahead, take a look at our opening information here for tonight. Season number 2 for the Hot Fuel Racing League. Race number 6, the late model stocks is what those drivers will be driving tonight. Hot Fuel likes to change it up every race, a little bit of a different combination, different car, different track combo, so a great time out here every week. You kind of don't know what to expect. It's going to be some tight short track racing, but where and what they're driving, you kind of don't know. But twin 75 lap features here at Martinsville is upon us tonight. The half mile speedway, 731 feet of elevation here. 35 mile an hour pit speed road limit. Clear skies out here right now. 80 degrees out in the air with 134 degrees on the track right now. That track is absolutely scorching. It is so hot out there. That concrete is definitely pretty hot out there in the turns. The asphalt as well. So got to be careful there with that tonight. 5 mile an hour wind here to the east-southeast. We're running some custom fix setups. These admins putting in some work getting a custom setup made, and they are fixed for the drivers. 0 additional sets of tires for either feature. 0 fast repairs, so you got to stay on your toes and be on your game. Again, late model stocks, what we're driving here tonight. 100% fuel load, and Greg Tilson up in the booth from Push the Edge Productions, bringing you all the action here tonight. Taking a look here, we got our championship top 5. Let's take a look where they currently sit here in practice. Daniel's up in P1 in the championship. Guess what? P1 out there on the racetrack as well. So he's doing a pretty good job of that, number 45. The 91 of Dunn, they're back and forth here in practice. That's Josh Dunn. Austin Toller in that 46, coming in 3rd in the championship. Currently up in 6th in practice right now. He's doing pretty well as well. Jason Berg in that number 21 machine, back in 3rd in the, or 4th in the points, excuse me. 3rd out here in practice at Martinsville. And Fred Daniels, that number 5, currently 5th in the points, 8th out there on the racetrack right now for practice. Taking a look, the only multi-time winner this season, Tyler Daniels, in that number 45. Taking a look here at our championship points, heading into Martinsville in our double feature. So bonus points on the line, 2 features. It's going to be a double points night. A lot of things can get shaken up here in the points, so definitely going to be something that's going to be interesting and a talking point next week. But Tyler Daniels coming in 3 wins this season, the only multi-time winner here. Jason Berg and Carson Howe also getting some wins this season. Joshua Dunn sitting there 2nd in points, 31 behind. Austin Toller, 35 behind. Jason Berg and Fred Daniels, your top 5, just under 50 points behind that championship leader, Tyler Daniels. Only 51 points back in 7th, Travis Shepard. And we got Ken Dunn, Richard Culbertson, Hunter Mitchell, Devin Clark, Carson Howe, Robert Grugan Jr., Christian Alston, Jason Johnson, Landon Coleman, myself, and Jesse Graham. Got to make one start out here, so that was pretty fun. Had some fun out there with those guys. But we got about 2 minutes left here in practice. Looking at last week's winner. Can anybody guess who that was? Well, guess what? That was that number 45, Tyler Daniels, out there on the top of the board here in practice. Big shout out, Bright Flame Counseling, the sponsor here of Hot Fuel Racing, and on board that number 45 Tyler Daniels machine. Out there getting a few laps of practice in before we break off here to qualifying. We got 10 minutes of qualifying, 2 75 lap features. And we're going to have a little bit of interviews with our top 3 between the two. I may have to use the restroom real quick. We'll see what happens there. But we're going to do our best to make that all work nice and smooth. See quite a few people out there. Gwen Avery out there. Kelly Jordan. Rooting on a few guys out there. We saw a funny guy over on the YouTube as well. Thank you guys all stopping by. Very much appreciated. That Hot Fuel Racing League about to kick off qualifying here. Big shout out to all the leagues that make it happen here. I see Teresa Fisher also stopping by out in the YouTube. We are live tonight on our TikTok, on the YouTube, and on Facebook. We are live on all 3 platforms tonight. Super excited to get that rolling here with Push the Edge Productions. So more places for you to watch, more places for fans to tune in. Super stoked there on that one. I hear go Fred Daniels from Gwen Avery out there in the chat. Funny guy rooting on Zayden Hasselberg. Papa Doug watching out there. But we are rolling over to qualifying here while drivers get ready to go qualifying. We're going to jump side by side real quick. Stick around, qualifying, coming at you live here. Hot Fuel Racing League. Martinsville double-header feature here with Push the Edge Productions. Stick around. We will be right back. Back here at Martinsville Speedway, few of those drivers going to be getting some laps in here. We see right now that 69er Richard Culbertson jumping up to that quick time. Austin Toller in that 46, jumping up to second right now. Oh, Hasselberg jumping up to that top spot in that number 35 machine. See you out, Jim Grady Jr. making his way out here as well. There in that 74. That 35 provisional pole sitter right now. Zayden Hasselberg up on the top of the boards right now. See Fred Daniels in the 5. He jumps up to second. Daniels up to second. Oh, Cody Troyer up to second. Moving Daniels back down the list there. Ken Dunn up there on the board. Devin Clark getting some laps out there. We see Jason Johnson here in the 29. Starting to work out on his qualifying run here. Also got that 51 of Christian Austin. Trying to set some laps out there. Robert Grugan Jr. up to third, up in this 26 machine. Good to see that as well. Good luck, all the boys. Kick butt. Kelly Jordan out in chat. Funny guy. Papa Doug is proud of Zadie Bear. Grugan Jr. popping up to fourth there. Kaysen Howe up to second in that number 13 machine. Nope. Quick time. New pole sitter provisionally. Kaysen Howe jump into that top spot. We see Christian Austin jumping up. No, Austin. New quick time. That 51 machine jumping up that board. That Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boats. Number 51 hopping up to the top there. It's like back in 12th, Jason Johnson. See where that second lap lands him. Still back in 12th. So as we sit, Christian Austin, Kaysen Howe, Zayden Hasselberg, Cody Troyer, Robert Grugan Jr., Fred Daniels, Richard Culbertson, Austin Toller, Devin Clark, and Jim Grady Jr., your top 10. And we got Ken Dunn, Jason Johnson. It's like Joshua Dunn starting his qualifying lap out here in the 91. We also got John Spizak in that 54 out there starting his laps now. Got that 45 of Tyler Daniels. Nope, not ready. He brought it back to pit lane there. And that 21 of Jason Berg also getting ready to start his qualifying time as well. See just how banging that rev limiter you got to be here at Martinsville. Just tickling it. Oh, new quick time. Once again, Jason Berg in that 21 jumping up to the top of that board. Great job there by him. New quick time. Like John Spizak was jumping up to 10th. He jumps up to 5th there on his second lap. Like a good job there by him as well. Dylan Passetti there in that 77 machine pulling out to get some qualifying done here. His first time sets him back in 12th right now. Take a look at those best times up there on the tower. Top time, that 20.038 by Daniels. Tyler Daniels, new quick time, the 45. They're jumping up on top of the board there. Great job by him. It's like no more drivers out there on the racetrack. Hunter Mitchell, Travis Shepard yet to make a lap there, the 16 and the 44. Take a little look through our leaderboard as they sit. Tyler Daniels, Jason Berg, Christian Austin, Kaysen Howe, and Zayden Hasselberg. They're the top 5. John Spizak, Cody Troyer, Robert Grugan Jr., Fred Daniels, Richard Culbertson, Austin Toller, Dylan Passetti, Devin Clark, Jim Grady Jr., Ken Dunn, Jason Johnson, your top 16. Joshua Dunn, Hunter Mitchell, Travis Shepard, yet to put a lap out there yet. Still got about 3 minutes left in practice here, so we got some time. But maybe these drivers elected not to qualify, start back in the rear of the field, quite possibly. Well, let's go ahead. Look at the upcoming racing here with Push the Edge Productions this week. Wednesday, tomorrow, we head back to Martinsville. We stay in town here and head to the Inspired Platinum Truck Series. 175 laps around Martinsville tomorrow night, 7:45 EST. You can check us out on the Push the Edge Productions YouTube, our Facebook, and on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Make sure you go check them out and go sub over there as well. And then Saturday, we head to the Thunder Series, Kansas Speedway, 167 laps. Again, 7:45 CST there on that one. Sunday, Rogue Racing League back for round number. It is attempting to reconnect. It looks like I dropped. I'm back now. I didn't drop frames, but it did reconnect. Sorry if you lost me there. It looked like lost connection. Having a little bit of a storm in the area, so affecting the internet. But we're going to try to keep it rolling here as best as we can. Hopefully not too much more here. I think we're in a band right now of some bad weather, so might be just throttling us a little bit here on our stream. So sorry if that affecting you. Not seeing any drop frames, but definitely just had to reconnect right there. It might be a little bit of buffering out there. I'm so sorry about that. If it did, yeah, it went again. Sorry. I'm gonna go. Be right back. We will be right back. All right, looks like we're all fixed back up right now. Looks like it's running pretty well. Let's go ahead. Look at our starting grid for feature race number 1. Tyler Daniels able to pull home that pole. Jason Berg going to be starting to his outside there, row number 1. Christian Alston, Kaysen Howe, their row number 2, rolling off here tonight. Travis Shepard and Zayden Hasselberg, they're in row number 3. Row 4, John Spizak, Cody Troyer rolling out here tonight. Robert Grugan Jr., Fred Daniels, row number 5, rounding out our top 10 here. Richard Culbertson, Austin Toller, row 6. Dylan Passetti and Devin Clark rolling off row number 7. There in row 8, Jim Grady Jr., Ken Dunn. Row number 9, Jason Johnson, and Joshua Dunn. Great field of drivers out here tonight. Hunter Mitchell going to be rounding out the field back there, row 10, P20 race control. Not going to be racing with us tonight, unfortunately. Up in the booth, watching all these drivers and how they handle the Martinsville Speedway here tonight. Twin 75-lap races. Feature race number 1 about to start. Tyler Daniels on pole. We are green flag here at Martinsville with the Hot Fuel Racing League. Down into turn number 1. Jason Berg, Tyler Daniels side by side. Most of the field still side by side. A little bit of 3 wide back there in the back. Quite a bit of battle up front. Tyler Daniels able to pull off that race lead. It looks like Alston there jumping to the bottom of Berg for second, trying to take that second place away. Track position going to be very important. Martinsville, a flat half mile, and really important to stick on that line. Falls back to third, not able to get by that 21 there. Riding on board Christian Alston right now in that number 51 machine. What a great race out here right now. Early here, they're already single file. A lot of drivers able to pick it back off, start clicking off some laps here. Looking like it's going to be some good action. Let's take a look here. Who's our closest battles right now? Looks like Berg and Daniel still one of the closest battles on the racetrack for that top spot. We see Culbertson there getting a little bit in the mix. Yeah, that's a tight one there. That's what I wanted. Side by side, Culbertson and Grugan Jr. They're in the 26. It's a battle for that 10th spot right now. Oh, a little wiggle there from Culbertson. Looked like Passetti in that 77 able to keep it off of him, but that was close. I'll tell you what. Little too close for comfort. Out front, Tyler Daniels still doing what he's got to do. Starting off on that pole. Able to lead all the laps here so far. Get out in front of that 21 of Jason Berg and really make it count. Leading some laps out here. Down into turn number 1. Taking a look. Still a lot of single file action here. Oh no, goes around Christian Alston. That 51 machine around. Caution flag, number 1 out in the air. Let's take a look back here at this one. The 51 coming down here into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like he looped it back there in turn number 2. Little closer look, that Bass Pro Shops Club. A little loose sideways. Fortunately, whips it around, able to keep it off that inside wall. The 51 of Christian Alston, great job getting that thing to a stop. Fortunately, just a little loose there. And that car coming around on him. Very easy to do here. Caution flag out in the air. Daniels out in front. First caution flag waves for the night. Let's see. We were able to get 10 laps in there so far. So that's looking pretty well. Tyler Daniels still out in front. First caution flag of the night. But stick around. Let's let these drivers rack them, stack them back up. Get double file and send them back green. Stick around. We will be right back. Greg from Push to Edge Productions up in the booth. We will be back with some green flag action. Back here at Martinsville Speedway, first caution flag out. Those lights on that pace truck going out now. We are about to go back green flag racing here. This half-mile speedway of Martinsville. What a unique racetrack, I must say. 0.49 miles to be exact there in my little graphic. 731 feet of elevation. 31 mile an hour pit speed road limit here tonight. Let's check back there. It's nighttime now, so 78 degrees on that track. That track temp definitely coming down. 71 out there in the air. That's a beautiful night for some racing here around the Martinsville Speedway. Look at that, number 45. They are warming those tires up, getting ready to go back green flag here. Take a look at that top 10 before we get back green. Tyler Daniels, Jason Berg, Jason Howe, Travis Shepard, Zayden Hesselberg, John Spizak, Fred Daniels, Cody Troyer, Robert Grugan Jr., Richard Culbertson, your top 10. But that pace truck diving down there into pit lane. We are going back green flag racing one more time here at Martinsville into that restart zone. We are back. Green flag back out in the air. A great night of racing here. Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League here at Martinsville. Double feature 75 lap twins here tonight. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to tell you what. Out in front, Daniels able to pull ahead. But we see still a battle here. Fred Daniels in that 5 down on the bottom. John Spizak, that 54. They're still battling side by side here. Able to work that one back out. Single file here. A lot of single file back out. Getting a little bit of space out there on the racetrack. Here's that next closest battle. Christian Austin. Yellow flag. Oh no. Back out on the racetrack. That is not good. Let's take a look back here at this one. Grugan Jr. in that 26 down there on the inside. Makes some contact with Richard Culbertson. There on that outside, that 69. Coming off turn number 4 down into turn number 2. We see, oh no, Dylan Passetti in that 77. They're making contact with that 26. Austin Toller in that 46. Getting collected, the 51 of Christian Toller. And that 74 there, Jim Grady Jr. getting collected in that one. Let's take another look back here at this one. A little bit too far on the inside for Passetti and getting some contact there with Grugan Jr. Other drivers just kind of nowhere to go. Oh, that 74 lifting up that 51 of Christian Austin. Definitely not ideal there on that one. Second caution flag out for the night. Let's see what happens there with this one. Taking a look at our race recap. 18 laps complete now of our scheduled 75. 2 laps, 2 caution flags for 8 laps total so far. And that 45 of Tyler Daniels still out in front right now. Doing an amazing job keeping it out front. Yeah, not Passetti. Unfortunately, they're getting into him. Diving down into that corner, trying to make that position up and do everything he can to get it, but unfortunately not working out there. Big shout out. See a lot of you guys out there in chat. ACC Bilarud. Not sure how to pronounce that one, but appreciate you being out there. Zayden race some rough, baby. I see him. Zayden is awesome. Teresa giving thumbs up to myself. I appreciate it. But we're about to go back green flag racing here soon. Kelly Jordan out there. Funny guy. Sam White out there. I appreciate you guys. Looks like you're all out in the YouTube. Thank you if you're here on the Push to Edge Productions YouTube, or TikTok, or our Facebook, but we are live on all three here tonight. Tyler Daniels, Jason Berg leading us back to green flag. We are back. Green flag out in the air. We are racing here at Martinsville Speedway. Got them all tightened back up. The racing product will definitely show. They are side by side there for second. Case and Hal, Jason Berg giving each other doors right now as they make their way back off of turn number 4 there. Still side by side right now. Rubbing doors. Rubbing is racing, baby. The 13 and the 21 going at it. Take a look here at that battle right now of Jason Berg and Case and Hal. Not able to tell who's moving ahead with that recent caution. Oh no! Berg falls back now. Side by side with that 44, Travis Shepard. Another yellow flag. Yellow flag is back out on the speedway. Oh no, let's see if we can take a look back here at this one. It looks like that number 122 of Cody Troyer involved here in this one. It looks like it started up ahead. The 5, the 35, and that 54 all getting together. And then that kind of led to that 122. Oh no! The 5 upside down over, back on his wheel, still on that wall. Wow. Let's see if we can take a look back here at that one. That was incredible. Fred Daniels in that number 5 going for a ride here. Watch it. Full speed here. Oh boy. Over, on, back to his wheels on that wall. That is incredible. I gotta watch that one more time from one more angle, because that is just incredible. Oh boy. Caution flag number 3 out here tonight, unfortunately. A little bit of yellows, breeding yellows, I do believe. 26 laps complete. We're about a quarter of the, or a third of the way through here, excuse me. I can't math. Math is hard. It's okay. But third caution flag out for the night. Tyler Daniels able to hold on to that lead out in front right now. Take a look at our top 10, how they run. Tyler Daniels, Case and Hal, Travis Shepard, Jason Berg, John Spizak, Richard Culbertson, Zayden Hesselberg, Austin Toller, Ken Dunn, and Christian Austin. Your top 10, how they sit right now. The field back side by side. Berg falling a few spots back. Hal able to pick up that outside starting row here now. Once again, big shout out to Bright Flame Counseling for everything that they do for Hot Fuel Racing here. Proud sponsor of the league. But that Bright Flame Counseling, number 45 on the hood in that deck lid, you see it. Able to pull out in front. Green flag. We are back racing. Tyler Daniels out in front. Great looking late model stock there for him. Yellow flag back out immediately almost. Oh no. Let's take a look. Hear what happened on that one. That is short track racing for you. I'll tell you what. See if we can take a look at what happened here. That 17 of Ken Dunn there on the inside of Dylan Passetti, and that 77 out there on the outside. That 91 creeping in a little closer. That's Joshua Dunn. Oh no! Joshua Dunn spinning Ken Dunn there. The 16, a little collection there, but not that bad. It don't look like to me. See, we're going to take one more look at it from a different angle. Watch it full speed here. The Dunn boys getting into each other. The 91 there, unfortunately, getting into it. That's Joshua Dunn getting into Ken Dunn. Little brothers, family rivalry there, fortunately. Hate to see it. Yeah, hate to see that, but stick around. Some more green flag action when we return. Greg Thielsen for Push Edge Productions. We're going to be right back. I need some cold sweet tea. Refresh them, that gullet of mine. We will be right back. The field back double file here at Martinsville. That pace truck about to dive back there into pit lane. Hope you guys having you a great night here on this great Tuesday night. The Hot Fuel Racing League about to fire back off. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard out in front, leading the way. That 44 and 45. A big bump there on that restart from the 13 there of Howe to Daniels on that inside lane. Not sure if that really affected him too well, but we will find out. Let's take a look back here. Watch a little bit of this tight racing. Side by side in the back of the field. Tell you what. Oh, hard in the wall, that 74. There, Jim Grady Jr. finding that turn 4 wall right there momentarily. 3 wide almost momentarily there. Hunter Mitchell up in that 16. Joshua Dunn in the 91. Cody Troyer in that 122. And back here, that 74, Jim Grady. Jason Johnson battling it out in that 29 behind him. That 17 of Ken Dunn trying to find his way through down there on the bottom. Out front, there's single file. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard out front. And then the battle for third, Jason Berg, Case and Howe. They are both on the prowl right now. But while we got a moment, let's go ahead. We got a green flag run. Let's hear the sights and the sounds of the Hot Fuel Racing League. And let's crank it up. Oh no, caution flag. Flying out on the speedway. Unable to go ahead and do a crank it up. 5th caution flag for the night is gonna fly. Let's see if I can find out what happened there. Oh, let's see. I do believe Devin Clark in this number 8 had something to do with it because he is no longer scored out there on the racetrack, but we're going to find out here. No, it was not him. Let's see, was it that 5 here? No, it was not. See if we can find out what happened here. Oh, we found it. Oh, they were able to save it, though. John Spizak there in that 13, bringing out that caution. Oh, he was trying to dive back to that bottom. What a job by that 13. The 54 giving him bumps to that nose. able to get it back straightened out. Jason Berg in that 21 making contact with that wall up there. 4 wide there momentarily just after that yellow. That is insane right there. Let's take one more look back at it. What an incredible job. Nobody else getting involved. Everybody kind of spreading out, making sure no one else gets involved here in the 5th caution. Wow. Yellow flags out once again. Drivers definitely driving very, very hard tonight. They know that they don't have many laps out here, so I think we're gonna go a little bit of a short caution. They shorten that one here. Take a look at our race recap. 41 laps. We're a little bit over halfway now, so things are starting to heat up. Tyler Daniels still out in front. 5 cautions for 21 of those laps here so far. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. We're back green. The field down that front straightaway. The 44 of Travis Shepard slotting back there into 2nd spot. Contact with the 21 of Berg. Yellow flag. Back out in the air again. Oh no. Also, I believe something happened back here in the back. See if we can find out what happened here. Whoops. Oh, Grugan Jr. around in the 26. That one, 22 hard up in that contact as well. A big blink. Maybe that had something to do with it there. No, I believe this is what actually caused the caution. Wow. Big stack up here. Big stack up. Go ahead and take this one full speed. Jump back. Oh. Oh, boy. Big incident out here. 6 caution flag. Drivers are definitely giving it their all. I'll tell you what. Tried to do a crank it up for you, Emma. Unfortunately, bringing out the caution right as I tried to crank it up. Didn't work here tonight, but that's okay. Daniels boys doing a great job out there. Gwen Avery. Appreciate you guys out here. Hang it by if you're in our recorded video watching back the playback. If you're a driver, a fan, we appreciate you so much here at Push Edge Productions. Of course, Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Push Edge Productions, bringing you all the action here from the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Once again, big shout out to Bright Flame Counseling, coming aboard the series title sponsor, I believe. Great job there by them. You see that Bright Flame Counseling on that number 45 of Tyler Daniels. That number on that back half, the logo there where that door number normally goes. Pretty nice touch. Awesome little unique paint scheme there for Tyler. But those lights out on the pace car, we're getting ready to go back green flag. Taking a look, though, how those championship top 5 are doing. Daniels up on top, Dunn back in 9th, Toller in 7th, Berg back in 18th, and Daniels, Fred Daniels, back in 19th, unfortunately, but getting ready to go back green into that restart zone. Tyler Daniels leading us back off here. We are back green flag. We're racing here at Martinsville. The field making their way around this short track. A great look out here from a fan's perspective. If you were here watching it, this is kind of the view that you would get. 29 laps left, 28. Oh no, yellow flag back out. Yellow flag is back out. Let's see if we can find out the cause here of this one. Believe that 17 might be involved. Oh, Hunter Mitchell, that 16 coming around. Oh no. Let's take a look back at that one more time here. We see Fred Daniels down there in the 5. That 26 Grugan Jr. making contact with that 16. Also get into it with that 17 down there a little bit as well. Ken Dunn there involved. Hunter Mitchell in the 16. Take one more look back there at that one from a different angle here. Oh, boy. Nowhere to go for that 17. Ouch. Caution flag. Back out once again. 7th caution flag of the night. Drivers are definitely up on the top of that wheel. I'll tell you what, they're driving as hard as they can. But let's take a look. The race week here we got here at Push Edge Productions. Tomorrow, Wednesday, July 22nd, we head back to Martinsville with the Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series. Gonna go 175 laps around there tomorrow. Same place, 7:45 p.m. here on Push Edge Productions. We will also be live over on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube as well as our Facebook. Saturday, we head to Kansas with the Thunder Series and the Inspired Racing League. That's going to be a fun one as well. Sunday, the Rogue Racing League takes on Chicagoland for their season opener points-paying race. And then Monday, the Inspired Cup Series heads to Charlotte, a packed week of racing. I'm going to tell you what, you're not going to want to miss a race here on Push the Edge Productions. But we're getting ready to go back green here. Take a look at that top 10 a little bit. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard leading us back to green. A little look at that top 10. We got Spizak, Esselberg, Culbertson, your top 5. But we are back. Green flag. We are racing here once again at Martinsville. 24 laps to go. Things are winding down here. A few cars making contact back there in the back of the field. Definitely a fight for position back here. 3 wide up that front straightaway. The 16 almost making contact back in the back of the field. Oh no, the 77. 3 wide pushed up the track, up in those marbles. Now the 122. There, Cody Troyer fighting hard with Case and Howe. Howe's around into that inside wall. The 5. Fred Daniels collected there in that one. We saw that live. 8th caution flag. Oh boy. Take a look back here at this one. Take a look at that 122 and that 13. 13 of Case and Howe going to come around here. That 122, Cody Troyer down there on the bottom. Looks like Howe, oh no, nowhere to go. Troyer coming down that racetrack and just spinning them there a little bit. Oh, and that 5 coming in, making contact there. Let's take a look at that one as well, because I want to see how that transpired. Let's hit play. Came back up the racetrack, hard contact there for the 5, just spinning him around though. Luckily, don't think it was too bad for that 5 of Fred Daniels there. Collected up here in this most recent incident. Tyler Daniels still out in front. 55 of our 55 laps led out there for him. Just a great job out front and controlling this field. Whoops, wrong button. Go look at that race recap. That's the button I meant. 56 of that 75 laps complete there. Y'all have to try to crank it up again. I definitely will. We also got a whole nother race. 75 more laps. So if I don't get it in this one, I'll definitely get it in the second one. A double feature here tonight. 2 75 lap races. A crown jewel here for the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Super excited to bring it to you. It's a little fun we got here tonight. I hear there's an invert. Not sure if they got that invert number totally figured out, but there will be an invert there on that second feature as well, so keep your eye out for that also. Super exciting. What a racetrack here. Martinsville Speedway. Martinsville, Virginia, though. What a good night. Hot Fuel Racing putting on a good show. I'm going to tell you what. Appreciate it. I see Emma and Teresa out in the chat being very, very talkative. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys being out here with us. But we're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing, though. I see that field double file the pace car down into pit lane off of turn 4. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard leading us back. Green flag racing. We are back. Green flag that 45 of Daniels. Another great start. Able to poke that car out in front of that 44 of Shepard there and secure that race lead going into 1 and 2. Definitely a confident booster. They're able to get that track position, but taking a look back, still got some side-by-side action up here. We see Dylan Passetti in that 77. There on the inside of that 46, Austin Toller trying to get a run. That Air Force kind of fighter pilot theme shark nose front looking pretty good there for him. Trying to get past that 46 Austin Toller. Proving more difficult than it looked, but he was able there to get it done. Great job by him. Travis Shepard, though, still not able to get out in front of that race leader, Tyler Daniels. Look at that head-to-head graphic we got here. Losing a little bit of time here as we get back going after green flag. But let's see if we got a second here. I don't want to jinx it. That commentator curse. I don't. But let's go ahead and do a little crank it up real quick and hear the sights and the sounds of the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Let's crank it up. Thank you for checking up a little bit of a crank it up here. The sights and the sounds of the Hot Fuel Racing League. Great to bring it to you. The battle's still happening out here. We see quite a few cars all within striking distance from one another. But that battle up front, that is starting to build a gap. Already 0.6 of a second separating that 45, the race leader there of Tyler Daniels. And that 44 of Travis Shepard sitting back in second. And then a 1.5 seconds back, we got that 35 of Zayden Hesselberg. He's battling with Christian Alston right now. That battle starting to heat up a little bit. Alston looking for any chance he can to get around this number 35 right now. 7 laps to go here in feature number 1. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard, Hesselberg, and Alston, your top 4. Culbertson, the top 5 right now. Great job by these drivers. Showing how bad they want it. Alston wants that podium. Down to the bottom, we see that damage to his nose. Wondering if that's affecting the way that 51 race car is driving right now, because got quite a bit of damage up there. We also see that left front, that driver's side front of Zayden Hesselberg, also some damage, so maybe affecting that race car as well. They're side by side, down the back straightaway, fighting it out right now. Down into turn number 3 and 4. 4 laps to go out front. Oh no, Hesselberg down to the inside, they bump. The 51 of Alston able to pull up into that 3rd spot. They are still battling it out though. Up front, the 44 of Shepard starting to close that door. He's back up to about 6/10 to go. 3 laps to go left. Things are definitely starting to get heated up. Don't count out that 69 of Culbertson, either done as well. They're in that 91. They're all within striking distance right now. As we come to 2 to go at the line. Oh no, Culbertson around. Yellow flag. We're going to go green, white, checkered quite possibly. Oh no. We were just watching that live, that 69 coming around there, Richard Culbertson. Take a look back here at this one. The 91. There, Joshua Dunn also collected here in this one. See if we can find out what happened. Oh, yeah, just a little bit of contact from that 91, sending that 69 around. Kind of nothing you can do there. Let's take one more look, another angle here. Let's watch full speed here. Very unfortunate. It doesn't look like much damage to either race car, so I think they're both gonna kind of get lucky there on that regard. But yellow flag is back out for the 9th time here in feature race number 1. But while we got a moment, I need a little bit more sweet tea. Let me go refresh my palate. We're going to be right back. Stick around. The end is coming near here for feature race number 1. We will be right back. And we're back here at Martinsville Speedway, coming to the end here of this one. Let's take a look. We've made it officially to that lap 75. We're going to go to lap 80 now. Green, white, checkered is upon us. 9 cautions for 39 laps out here tonight. Only 1 lead change. Tyler Daniels out in front. I don't think anybody else has led a lap. I'm not sure about that one, but okay. Pace car down into that pit lane. We are getting ready to go green flag one more time into that restart zone. Tyler Daniels for the last time firing off out in front. That 44 right there. Travis Shepard, the 51. Christian Austin down to the bottom. He protects that 3rd spot. Coming to the white flag this time by Dylan Passetti up in the top 5. White flag is out here for the Hot Fuel Racing League. They are battling it out back here. Shepard not close enough. I don't think he's got anything for that 45 of Tyler Daniels out in front. Off of turn number 4, Tyler Daniels gets it done in heat rate and feature number 1 here at Martinsville. Here for the Crown Jewel double feature tonight. What a great run there by Tyler Daniels. I gotta say, wow. Well, we're going to be right back, so stick around. We're going to get to talk to Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard, and Christian Austin, your top three there. Take a look. Can we look at our results here? We can. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard, Christian Austin. For 80 laps here, 0 green flag lead changes between two different leaders. Not sure. I know what it's telling me that for. 79 laps led for Tyler Daniels. Maybe Shepard led that first one under pacing. Not sure, but Tyler Daniels, the hard charger +4. That's not right. Some of that info not showing correctly, unfortunately. But okay. I'm gonna go ahead, go try to get with these drivers and get a podium celebration. We are gonna be right back. We have made it over here to victory lane, or at least it went to warm up, so it did that. But we are here in victory lane. It's not gonna, the podium not really showing right for me, unfortunately. So Tyler Daniels coming home, your winner there in feature race number 1. Tell me, how'd you get it done there, buddy?
Yeah, just qualifying the pole definitely helps here. Track position, I think, is pretty obviously key. It is a very difficult place to pass, especially cleanly. I'm pretty sure, as you can tell from this last race. Um, Guys up front were racing good. We had a couple of mishaps, but luckily I was able to keep it mostly clean. We had one pretty rowdy hit there on a restart from third place, trying to guess the jump, but it was a bad guess there, and that was really the only incident I think that I had. I do want to say thanks to all the guys for sticking it out and running with us right now. A couple of guys left because I guess they just didn't like how they got running in the first race. But I do want to say thank you, and I appreciate everybody who's sticking around to hang out and have fun with us. Um, yeah, so race 2 coming up. Looking forward to the challenge. I'll be starting 5th with the invert, so it should be interesting. Hopefully, we can keep the car clean and make some moves and get a good points night out of it.
Yeah, looking like a good points night so far. That feature race number 1 winner here, Tyler Daniels. Congratulations. Who you got to thank winning here tonight on feature race 1?
Hell yeah, bro. Always got to thank Bright Flame. Um, Keeping them on the car and keeping them up front is always a pride that I have. Got to thank you for putting on a show for us and broadcasting us goofballs out there while we're having fun. I got to thank Hunter. Hunter, he's put a lot of effort into keeping this stuff going and keeping it up to date. So him and I are both pretty much the main guys doing it, but um, he's the league owner, so he's put a lot of effort in on it. I definitely want to give him his flowers. I want to say thank you to him, and yeah, he's put in a lot of time for this, so very appreciative of him.
Well, awesome job out there. Look forward to seeing you in feature race number 2 there, buddy.
Hell yeah, brother, appreciate it.
All right, that driver of the number 44, Travis Shepard, coming home second there in that first feature. How did that race go for you there, buddy?
Well, Greg, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last, which in this case, I guess I'm last. Uh, you know, it was a good race. Just got to shout out my spotter, my cat Eve. She did me real good through that traffic there. Shout out mom and dad, everybody else watching this stream. Hopefully this next race will be a little bit better for me.
Well, Travis Shepard in that number 44 coming up on the podium there, feature race number 1, doing a great job. Looking forward to see what you can do here in race number 2, that track position, real important. Where are you kicking off here in Heat Race 2?
Oh, let's see. We invert the top 6 or 5 or something like that, so I should be 3rd or 4th, somewhere in there.
Well, awesome job there. Congratulations there on your podium here. Look forward to seeing you here in feature number 2, bud.
Yeah.
All right, that driver, the number 51, Christian Alston, coming home 3rd there in that feature race number 1. How did you get that done there, buddy?
Just kept it in there, had to drive for them back to the front of the field again, just like I did in the shootout a few days ago. But yeah, just stayed in it, avoided all the wrecks I needed to miss, and just kept it in there.
Little touching on that shootout there at Charlotte, taking the wheel behind a Legends car. Some real life racing there for that number 51 of Christian Alston. Good to see that. I got to watch you live there on Flow Racing. That was really exciting. Not the luck that we wanted, but out there getting some laps. I'd love to see it there, pal.
Yeah, just out here trying to chase the dream, just trying to go from sim to reality, and it's been going pretty good.
Well, I love to see it, pal, and great luck here in feature race number 2 and in those real life endeavors. Look forward to seeing what you can do here, bud.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
And that was that driver of the number 51, Christian Alston there. That is gonna take the cake there for our interviews here from feature race number 1. We got a few minutes left here of warm-up. I'm gonna go ahead, play the commercial, and be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Hopefully they don't fire it off, but stick around. We are going back racing 75 more laps around Martinsville in these late model stocks. Feature race number 2 coming at you. Stick around. We will be right back. Hello, hello, and we are back here at Martinsville Speedway. We are kind of here in a warm-up right now, waiting for those drivers to kick off feature race number 2 here at Martinsville. While we got a moment, I'm going to go ahead pull up my race info grid one more time. Obviously, normally I wouldn't do this because normally we only do one race per stream, kind of, but a little special crown jewel double feature here tonight for the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League at Martinsville. Season number 2, race 6. Taking around those late model stocks here around the Martinsville Speedway here in Martinsville, Virginia. The half mile, 731 feet above sea level. Great bit of piece of information for this racetrack. 35-mile-an-hour pit speed road limit. 70 degrees out there for the air temp right now with a track temp of 75. So that temperature definitely climbing quite a ways down from where we started here tonight. Here with the late model stocks, 100% fuel limit, 0 fast repairs, 0 additional sets of tires. These drivers going to have a custom fixed setup. So this series makes a custom setup for all these drivers to use. It is fixed. They cannot adjust it. All the drivers with the exact same setup, not able to change it up or quite do much about it. But thank you for being here on Push Edge Productions. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, owner, operator, sole managing member of Push Edge Productions LLC. Appreciate you guys being here with us. I want a big shout out there to Bright Flame Counseling PLLC there. Everything that they do for the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Taking a look, a lot of those drivers kind of sitting there in pits. Quite a lot of guys have gotten out of here. We're getting ready. Warm-up has come to a close. We are rolling into the race number 2, feature 2, here at Martinsville. Let's take a look at that grid, and let's take a look at our starting lineup here tonight. Dylan Passetti, Zayden Hesselberg out in front, starting on that front row here. Christian Alston, Travis Shepard, row number 2. Tyler Daniels, Kason Howe, going to be rolling off row number 3 here. Austin Toller and Cody Troyer, row number 4. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Emma. Robert Grugan Jr., Hunter Mitchell rounding out the top 10. Row number 5 here. Row 6, Jim Grady Jr., Richard Culbertson. Joshua Dunn and Ken Dunn going to be rolling off row number 7. Row 8, Devin Clark and Fred Daniels. John Spizak and Jason Johnson rolling off row number 9. Row 10, Jason Berg and Race Control. And that's going to be our field here tonight. Super excited to get this thing fired off. Few different suspects out in front. Let's see just how that changes things up here. Really interested. A little look at those drivers and how they look with their cars. Dylan Passetti out in front. Zayden Hesselberg. Christian Alston, Travis Shepard, Payson Howe, Tyler Daniels, Austin Toller, Hunter Mitchell, Robert Grugan Jr., and Richard Culbertson. See if Dylan can make he was making his way forward in that top 5 a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can make use of this track position here in that 77 machine. Starting off on pole here. Lights out on the pace car. We are going back. Green flag here. Super excited there on that one. I'm going to take a look. We're going to jump on the nose. There, Austin Toller. We're watching Tyler Daniels, that last race winner. Green flag back out. Green flag out for feature race number 2. Take a look at that bright flame on the back. Travis, I hope you like the view. That is funny. And look at that, the 44 right there. Travis just behind him. Taking a look at it. Wow, side by side, some hard racing. Lap number 1, it looks like yellow flag is already out. The yellow flag has come out. Joshua Dunn gonna be involved here on this one. The 17 is what it looks like. Is gonna be involved in something. Let's see. It's like that 91 coming underneath him. Something to do with that 91 of Joshua Dunn. Oh no, Culbertson grabbing that right rear. Hard into that outside wall goes Dunn. Fortunate there. Take a look back at that one more time. It will let me. Come on. Nope, doesn't want to give me a view. Okay, that's fine. All right, there we go. So let's jump back here. Not sure. It is not. There we go. Let's back it up a little bit. Not sure why that was just completely not giving me what I wanted at all there. But, you know, gotta love electronics. Culbertson up on that high side, loose into that 91. That's kind of what brought that out. Caution flag 1 here in feature number 2. First caution flag of lap 4. Dylan Passetti still out in front. They're in that 77. That might help them get some practice out in front, restarting, able to hold on to that lead here. Christian Alston back up to 2nd. He's up a spot already. Hasselberg went down to 3rd. Tyler Daniels is up a spot. Kaysen Howe up a spot in the top 5. Travis Shepard moving down 2 back to 6th. So a little bit of a shakeup up in that top 10. Devin Clark making his way up to that top 10 there. Brugan Jr. rounding out that top 10 as well. Let's take a look. We're gonna right here with Travis on the nose. Look at that, Travis. I hope you like what the view on the back of that 45. That is quite comical there. Riding on board with Travis Shepard. Reading that message for him because it's meant for him there. But quite comical from that number 45. A little contact there on the outside from that 46 machine. Austin Toller getting aggressive early here. Feature race number 2. Travis Shepard up on that high side, that number 44. I see LFG 26 out in the chat. That's Robert Grugan Jr. Somebody's shouting out. Oh no, the 45 making something big happen there. What happened out there on that wall? Not quite sure. I caught that. I think he got squeezed out there by the 13. Let's rewatch. No, he got tight and then made contact. Ooh, had to lift off of it heavy there. Back live. Wow, he lost quite a few positions. Now he's side by side with that Travis Shepard number 44 machine. Now he's going to be asking you how's that view here pretty soon, Tyler. You know, get around him there on that outside. Battling back on that inside. Shepard down on that bottom side, trying to get around Tyler Daniels in that 45 out there on the outside. This is a good battle starting to brew here for the top 5. Slide job, 44 Shepard up to 5th. Tyler Daniels back to 6th. Take a look at that new race leader, Christian Alston, able to take that race lead in that number 51 machine. That battle for 2nd, Kaysen Howe and Zayden Hesselberg. That's starting to get a little bit interesting. Oh no, Passetti down on the inside. fighting to stay up in that top 5 right now. These drivers are attacking him like the shark. They're on his wrap. Down 3 from his starting position. Out on that pole. Down to 4th right now. 12 laps in here. Still plenty to go. Drivers definitely driving very aggressive right now. Shepard down 1. Yellow flag. Yellow flag is back out in the air. Looks like Ken Dunn, Hunter Mitchell, Robert Grugan all involved here in this one. Let's take a look. I think we're watching that Ken Dunn machine right now. That number 17. Let's see what quite happened. Happened a little ahead of him. The 16 Hunter Mitchell comes around. That 17 making contact there. See what happened to that Guggen Jr. machine, because it also said that he crashed as well. That just happened to be the same time it did. He comes around, makes contact with the 26 at the same time. Oh no. Caution flag coming back out. A few multiple incidents happening there to bring out caution flag number 2. Oh no, oh no. Caitlin calling the 45 out. 45 used to be known for hitting walls at Dominion Raceway. They hated seeing that man on the track. Ouch. Shots fired out in the chat. Owie. Tyler, man. Nah, it's all in good fun though, I know. That it is. Appreciate you guys sticking around. I see Emma out there. Virginia stopping by. Zay Dench stopping by here now. Appreciate you guys checking it out. The Hot Fuel Racing League, the short track league. Taking late model stocks, double feature, and this is feature number 2. If you're just tuning in, you missed feature number 1, 75 laps, 2 times tonight. This is our second time around here. But the field back double fire. We're going to go back racing here at Martinsville. See a few drivers trying to make their way out of pit lane there. Christian Alston, Kaysen Howe going to lead them off. Top 10. Look at them right here. As that pace truck find his way down to pit lane. That 51 of Alston pulling out in front. That legend experience there in real life at Charlotte. Hopefully making a part here tonight. Out in front. Green flag away. Alston able to pull ahead and to lead that first lap and get some distance. But no. How to the bottom. He wants that top spot. Side by side through 3 and 4 for first and second. Passetti up on that high side, trying to work his way past Hesselberg as well. Oh no, he's out of the, oh no! Wow, what just happened? Oh my gosh, the big one here at Martinsville. What in the world? Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. Alston to the right rear of that 13 starts fishtailing. Fortunately comes around and that just blocks the racetrack. Let's take a look here from somebody else's perspective here coming up at that one, because that was wild. Oh no. Dunn here able to come to a stop, but wow. Let's take another perspective here. Nope. Oh wow. That 13 absolutely going for a ride right there. Holy smokes. Kaysen Howe. Talk about crazy right here. One more view at this one. We're going to go one more because I'm not really satisfied with that view of it, but shows you just how blocked that track got. Just about everybody involved there in this one. I'm going to go here. Talk about chaos. I will tell you what, that was, wow. Wow. Oh, wow. So sorry, I forgot to take that top 10 down while I was doing all that. The heat of the moment there. I think I forgot, but... Oh, well, third caution flag out for the night. I'm telling you what, that one was incredible. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. Hasselberg out front, Toller, Clark, Daniels. Definitely another big shakeup once again. Due to that most recent incident, almost involving everybody. Green flag back out in the air here at Martinsville. Getting ready. Wow, the field side by side. Out in front. Zayden able to pull out front. Yellow flag back out. It's like Culbertson around this time. Let's take a look at that one. Here on the restart, it looks like. Oh, a big checkup. Travis Shepard in that 44 getting together with that 69. That one wasn't very... Oh, no, let's... One more view of that one. Wow. Unfortunate there. A lot of good cars getting taken out really early here. Go ahead, take a look how those championship top 5 drivers doing here in this first or second heat. Daniels back in 9th, Dunn back in 8th. Toller's having a good one up in 2nd. Berg back in 18th. And Daniels up to 3rd. That's Fred Daniels there in the 5. Tyler Daniels in the 45. Fred Daniels in the 5. And then we got Ken Dunn in that 17. He's up in the front. Joshua Dunn in the 91. Quite a few same name games out here with this league. Taking a look though at that top 10 and how they stand right now. Passetti back to 7th from starting on the pole. Daniels back to 10th. I think he started back in 6th, but he's moving back. Fortunate for a few of those drivers. Let's take a look at the movers, shakers here. That biggest mover so far, Fred Daniels up 13. Devin Clark up 11. So a few drivers having a pretty good night here. To start off feature race number 2. Still under yellow, trying to find who was at fault there for that one. So let's break away. We are going to be right back. We're going to go side by side. Don't miss a moment. Green flag when we come back. The Hot Fuel Racing League brought to you by Bright Flame Counseling. We will be right back. back here at Martinsville Speedway. We are going back green flag racing. The field double file back up, back into that restart zone. We are back racing one more time. Oh, big move for Zayden Hesselberg there across that front straightaway. Fred Daniels in that number 5 is chasing him down. He wants that lead and wants it now. Doing everything he can to get out in front. But while we got a moment, let's go ahead. We're going to try to go ahead and crank it up. Hear the sights and the sounds here of the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Let's crank it up. Appreciate you doing a little bit of a crank it up with me here, folks. The driver's doing a great job out here. Look at that top 5, that 77 back up, moving up positions right now. Well, look at that race leader, the 35, Zayden Hesselberg, out front, making it happen right now. The 5 of Fred Daniels still all over that back bumper, but not able to get it done there. He got it done. Wow. Right as I said it, with the big move, Fred Daniels able to get out in front. The 35, Zayden Hesselberg, now in second. New race leader, Fred Daniels. Oh no, some contact there. Yellow flag is out. We have another one out here tonight. 5th caution flag here in feature race number 2. It's like Joshua Dunn involved here in this one, in that 91. Let's take a look what happened here. '26, Robert Grogan Jr. making some contact with that 91. There, Joshua Dunn bringing out that caution. Oh no, let's see. From one more view, we're going to watch from Robert's view here. In that 26. Robert Grugan Jr. there. Making some contact there with Joshua Dunn. He comes around there in that 91. Kind of nowhere to go. Fortunately, caution flag back out there. And we are back under yellow flag. But look at that. Fred Daniels able to capture that race lead. I appreciate it. Yeah, Emma, we got to crank it up there. Love it, love it. But if you're out here in chat with us, watching live right now, I appreciate it if you go hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I don't try to ask it too often, but every single subscription and every like really helping us grow here. Small content creator, trying to make things happen. And all the support that you guys are giving, I really, really appreciate it. You guys out there in the chat, thank you so much. Chatting it up. Doing a great job at that. I really appreciate it. But if you go hit that like and subscribe, that would just mean so, so much to me. Really would. Share it with all your friends. We got quite a few laps remaining here, so still a good show to be put on. 37 of 75 laps complete. 38 as we cross that stripe there. Fred Daniels out in front of that number 5. 5th caution flag, 1 lead change here tonight so far. Big shout out Bright Flame Counseling for everything that they do for the Hot Fuel Racing League. Definitely couldn't do it without all of their help. And once again, you are here at Push Edge Productions with Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Whether you're here on the YouTube, over on our TikTok, or in the Facebook, I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you hit those likes and subscribes if you can. But we are back. Green flag racing. That 5 of Fred Daniels did not have a great start there on that restart. Side by side with the 35 of Zayden Hesselberg. Able to regain that lead, but that was close. That definitely got a little bit concerning there for that number 5. It looks like Passetti up to 4th past that number 8 of Devin Clark. Austin Toller up in 3rd right now in that 46, and Zayden Hesselberg trying to get that race lead from that number 5, Fred Daniels right now. What a race we've had tonight. It has been action-packed. Look at the 2 lanes really starting to form. Bottom side, top side, definitely starting to get some action here. We see Zayden Hesselberg looking to that top side, looking to the bottom, trying to find a way around that 5 of Fred Daniels. What a race we got up front, but let's take a look. Where's some of those best battles around the racetrack? Looks like Passetti and Toller right now going after it. Let's take a look at that. The 77 of Passetti dropping back to 4th. He's trying to get up to 3rd. Around that 46 of Austin Toller right now. What a battle that is turning into here. Passetti back in that 77. We also watched Travis Shepard back in that 44. He's trying to get around that number 8 of Devin Clark. A dive bomb down to the bottom. Hail Mary trying to make it stick for that 44 side by side. Down that back straightaway. This is a race right here. Door banging, fenders or smashing. This is some good short track racing for you right here. Travis Shepard in that 44 down to the bottom. Gets it done past the 8 of Devin Clark there. Able to kind of give him that door bumper and get by him. Take a look back. Tyler Daniels back in that 45 machine. He's sitting in 7th right now. He's got his eyes set on that 8 Devin Clark with a big mistake, a wiggle out of turn 2. Now Tyler out on the outside trying to find the long way around Devin Clark. Still side by side up through that front straightaway right now. Little shot out with the fans, just what it would look like if you're out here watching from the grandstands. Love this point of view here. 28 laps left. They're still side by side. Devin Clark down there on the bottom side by side with Tyler Daniels up there in that 45. Oh no, Devin down the track. A big wiggle there once again, able to slot in front of that 91 of Joshua Dunn. Taking a look back, the 69 now. He tries to take advantage. Richard Culbertson. Battles happening all over the racetrack. I see that other battle, Dylan Passetti, still all over that back door of the 46. Austin Toller, he wants back up in that podium contention. That 77 definitely looking pretty good. That shark nose machine looking pretty sharp. All chrome and shiny. Oh no, yellow flag. Yellow flag has come out. Robert Grogan Jr., Richard Culbertson getting together. Ouch. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Corner entry off of the turn number 2. See what happens here. Have to play at full speed. Might happen to go. Going in at 3. Guggen Jr. into Culbertson there. Very unfortunate. Let's take a look back one more time there. Let's play it at speed. See a little bit of bump from Guggen Jr. down there on the bottom. And then a big shove to the 69 there. It's nothing that 69 of Richard Culbertson could do at all. Unfortunately. Caution flag number 6 coming out here. Let's take a look. That was a good little green flag run there we had. 53 laps complete. Out of our scheduled 75 here, feature race number 2. Emma taking note of the fashion choices of the fans out here in our stands. Interesting. Fred Daniels out in front of that number 5, though. Doing a great job. 6 cautions for 22 laps. 3 lead changes here in this second feature. That invert definitely shaking things up big time here in the second feature. Tyler Daniels able to hold out in front the whole time there, feature 1, but put him back in some traffic. Not able to make his way back up front right now. Not quite yet. Still up in 6th, but not up in that top spot like he was. Fred Daniels out in front, though. Zayden Hesselberg, Austin Toller, Dylan Passetti, Travis Shepard, your top 5. Then Tyler Daniels, Devin Clark, Joshua Dunn, Hunter Mitchell, and Ken Dunn, your top 10 here. All these drivers really doing a great job here tonight. I just got to commend all these drivers. They are really putting it all on the line, giving it everything they got. Trying to keep it as clean as they can, but drive as hard as they can. And they are definitely doing a good job at that. Putting on a good show, I'll tell you what. So Kelly Jordan, Gwen Avery out there still getting very active out in the chat. Let's go Passetti for Inspired Racing League out there as well. Appreciate all you guys out there. Once again, if you're just stopping by, if you guys could hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you have not already, I would just appreciate that so much. But pace truck down into pit lane. Fred Daniels going to lead us back to this green flag. Zayden Hesselberg to his outside in that 35. To the restart zone. We are back. Green flag racing. Daniels really able to get a good start there. Fred Daniels in that number 5 machine. Taking a look just how he's been doing. Started back in 16th of 15 spots. All the way to take that race lead here in feature number 2. So he's showing that he's worth a yellow flag. Oh no, a quick yellow coming out. It looks like Hunter Mitchell, Joshua Dunn getting together here this time. Take a look back at that one. 7th caution out for the night here at Martinsville. Taking a look at that Joshua Dunn, number 91, out there on the high side. Hunter Mitchell down there on the 16. Little bit of contact. 16 locks him up. Ooh. 91 coming around. I don't think that was too hard of a hit, luckily. I do believe that one not going to be too bad, but we will see. See from one more angle here. Ooh. Just a love tap there. Just a tap. Just a tap. He will be all right, I think. But while we got the moment, I need a little bit more sweet tea top off. Let's go ahead, jump side by side. We're going to be back green flag racing here from Martinsville, the Hot Fuel Racing League. Big shout out to Bright Flame Counseling. But Greg Thielsen, Push Edge Productions. Stick around. We will be right back. Back here at Martinsville Speedway, we are double file once again, getting ready to go back green flag. Let's take a look at that top 10 before we get back going. Fred Daniels, Zayden Hesselberg out in front. Austin Toller, Travis Shepard, Dylan Passetti, your top 5. Devin Clark, Tyler Daniels, Ken Dunn, Joshua Dunn, Hunter Mitchell, the top 10 as we get ready to go back green flag racing. Pace truck down into the pit lane into the restart zone. Fred Daniels and Zayden Hesselberg go. We are back racing here at Martinsville. Wow, that 35 definitely trying to move down that racetrack and cover the inside. Big moment. 3 wide there for second. Wow, holding up that 44 there. Quite a bit of Travis Shepard. He did not benefit off of that 35's mistake right there. The 77 of Passetti up to third, able to pass that 35 as well. But this battle right now, Tyler Daniels up to fourth, getting by the 35, the 44, the 35 getting together a little bit there. They're getting a little racy. Wow, boys. Racing hard out here, I'll tell you what. Tyler Daniels on the attack on that 77. There of Passetti. We only got 13 laps to go. We're coming to the end here. Things are winding down. Passetti, a big dive there on the inside, locking up that left front, washing out wide the 45. Oh no, to the inside. Yellow flag is back out. No, it's not. Oh, wow. We stay green. Somebody was around hard. That was Zayden Hesselberg, I believe. Wow. Single car accident, no yellow flag. We stay green. 11 laps to go. Out front, Fred Daniels running away with this thing right now. Started back in 16th, but he is getting it done. Side by side for second, Austin Toller getting passed by that 45 of Daniels. He's got those afterburners on now. He's trying to look for that podium spot. All the way back up to second. We just talked about, I think he started back in 6th spot there on that restart. Moving up that racetrack, up the field very quickly there. Able to hold on the field there, lap feature 1. Now he turned it up there. Can he catch Fred Daniels? Fred Daniels, Tyler Daniels out in front, jumping back to third. Austin Toller, that driver of the 46, currently back up to third. And then Travis Shepard in the 44 up to fourth. Joshua Dunn back to fifth. And Dylan Passetti fell in back. Unfortunate luck for him. He's back to sixth right now. Little farther back to Ada Devin Clark. Back in seventh. Ken Dunn back in eighth. Zayden Hesselberg after that spin, unfortunately, back in ninth right now. Richard Culbertson back in 10th. Hunter Mitchell there in the 16. He's back in 11th. Then Robert Grogan Jr. back in 12th. It looks like Christian Austin, Kaysen Howe, Jim Grady, Jason Johnson, Jason Berg, Cody Troyer, and John Spizak all parked here for the night. But coming to 5 laps to go, that number 5 machine trying to work past that 35 here. Lap traffic. Hopefully I don't see what I think I'm about to see. Hopefully he stays out of the way there. Doesn't get involved with somebody else. Five to go. Battling it out. Travis Shepard in that 44. Up in third. He's looking at a podium spot. He's got a few drivers behind him trying to get it away from him. That 46 of Austin Toller. Not far behind at all. Tell you what. Losing a little bit per lap, so I don't know. He might not be able to get it done. Travis may be able to hold on to a podium spot here. Have to see. Yeah, starting to lose time. Oh, no. But out in front, not many laps to go. The battle of the Daniels, that is starting to heat up. Tyler Daniels right on that back bumper of Fred Daniels to the inside. 2 laps to go. Tyler on the inside, Fred on the outside. The Daniels boys side by side for the race lead right now. Down turn 3 and 4, bumper to bumper. White flag is out. 1 to go here at Martinsville. These Daniel boys side by side, the 45 and the 5. Fred on the outside, Tyler on the inside. Who will get it done one more time? Still side by side, the 5 on the outside. Fred gets it done at Martinsville. Wow, what a finish. Wow, oh wow. Tyler Daniels and Fred Daniels side by side finish. What a race for the 45 and that number 5 Fred. They're in the 5 though, able to get it done here. What a night, what a night. Fred Daniels, the feature 2 winner here in Martinsville. Oh my gosh, I just can't explain. That was so much fun to watch. Fred Daniels bringing it home out on top here at Martinsville. What a race. Wow, those boys definitely putting on a show tonight. I'm going to tell you what. Parking it there on the stripe. I think he's going to burn it down one more time. Yes, he is. Burning it down on the stripe there on the infield. Fred Daniels, great job by him. I'm going to tell you what. Your winner here, feature race number 2 at Martinsville. Super excited. That was a great race here tonight. Feature race 1, exciting. Side-by-side battles. Great racing all the way throughout. What a race. I'm going to tell you what. But let's go ahead. We're going to take a look here. Feature race number 2 results here. Fred Daniels able to capture the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League win here. Feature 2. 42 laps led. He was able to control that lead. Tyler Daniels coming home in second. That Daniels Motorsports number 45 Blue Bright Flame Counseling Machine. Travis Shepard there for the Shepard Racing guys. They're in that 44, rounding out our podium here. 75 laps total distance here for feature 2 as well. We went a little bit long there on feature race number 1. 3 green flag lead changes for 4 different leaders. 7 caution flags here in the second feature for 28 laps. Dylan Passetti started off on the pole for Rogue Racing. Tyler Daniels, the fastest lap with a 19.816. Fred Daniels, the most laps led, 42 laps. And Fred Daniels, our hard charger here in feature race number 2. 15 spots gained. Started 16th. Able to bring it home. What a night there. But stick around. We're going to go ahead and try to get with our race finishers. We're going to talk to that podium drivers of Fred Daniels, Tyler Daniels, and Travis Shepard. Stick around. Don't go nowhere. We are going to head over to victory lane and get back in touch with these drivers. Stick around. We will be right back. So stick around. We're going to head over to the victory lane here momentarily, getting those drivers up here to the victory lane celebration booth. One moment, and we're going to have Fred Daniels up here with us. And we have made our way over here to victory lane. That driver of the number 5 machine, Fred Daniels, coming home race winner here in feature race number 2. Fred, tell me just a little bit about that race here tonight. You led 42 laps out front. So once you got that track position, you were able to hold on to it. We talked a little bit to, I think you guys are cousins, I heard out there in the chat, but to Tyler, and he said track position was really key here at Martinsville. How did that race go for you, and how important was that track position?
Yeah, here on a place like Martinsville, with it being so small and narrow, it's such a big thing because you either gotta wait for someone to make a mistake or use the bumper to get by somebody. Honestly,
Yeah, kind of one of those short track, iconic racetracks. Martinsville, definitely home to some moments etched in a lot of race fans' memories, NASCAR fans, real races, and coming here side by side to that finish. Guess what? This one might just be etched into my memory. Tell me a little bit about that side by side, Tyler and yourself coming to that line. Just how exciting was that, knowing that you inched him out there? Just that last lap side by side was so fun to watch.
I bet it was a good show. It was a whole lot of fun behind the wheel, but I was nervous. Honestly, that was tight, but we got the edge over him. I made a mistake, which let him get up to me, and we ran 2 laps side by side like we did, and that's how short track racing's done. Honestly, not none of this fucking beating and banging
Yeah,
like we've been seeing
definitely
all
a
night.
great show of how it is done. You guys definitely putting on a show here at Martinsville. Both features putting on an amazing race. I'm going to tell you what. First one going into that green white checker. This one coming a natural 75 laps. But let me tell you what, the finish to this race, I think that one is going to be etched into my memory here for a minute because that was a fun one to watch. But tell me a little bit about this racetrack. How'd you feel battling this racetrack here tonight?
It's definitely better at nighttime. I'll give you that. It's not nearly as hot or slick, but it's a whole lot of fun.
Awesome job there. Well, Fred Daniels at number 5. I'm going to let you get out of here and celebrate. But before I let you get out of here, Fred, who do you got to thank for getting home with that win here in feature race number 2?
Gotta give a shout out to all the people who put the series together: Nick, Tyler, Devin, Hunter, Austin, and thank you for putting on a broadcast for us.
Awesome, awesome. I appreciate it. Your race winner here, feature race number 2 at Martinsville, Fred Daniels, that number 5 machine. I'm going to let you go celebrate with the crew and the fam. Great job here tonight, and congratulations one more time there, Fred.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Go ahead. We're going to pull up Tyler. We're going to kind of... All right, Tyler Daniels, the driver of that number 45, Daniels Motorsports, Bright Flame Counseling Machine, coming home second. 2 podiums here tonight, buddy. Doing a great job here at Martinsville. Tell me a little bit about how this one went. Coming to that last restart, I'm pretty sure you started back in 6th, able to work up 4 spots just from that last restart. Tell me how you got it done here.
Man, that was. I guess you can kind of call it a shit show from the drop of the green flag. With the wreck there, I'm pretty sure collected the whole field or almost everybody. Had to come in and get some damage fixed. Wasn't able to get it all fixed, but after the last time I came in, I noticed my lap times weren't too far off. So I decided if we were going to keep getting cautious, I would try to get the track position before anything else. Man, I before I go any further, Fred drove great. That was freaking awesome. I loved everything about that. Him and I there at the last little bit. I've been around that kid from day one, watching him since he started racing, and there's nothing more that I love than being able to run side by side with him for the freaking win. Even if it is, iRacing, it doesn't matter. If when we're in cars and we're driving side by side, that was awesome. I'm so pumped about that. I don't even care about finishing second because that was just such a great drive. He drove clean, which you can't say about most people. There's doors for a late model at Martinsville. There's nothing less that I would expect. That was just a hell of a finish. I hope it looked as good on the broadcast as it felt behind the wheel. So congrats to him. Big props to him. That's his first win here in Hot Fuel. So super glad he was able to get that done. But yeah, it's, after that initial wreck, it was just being patient, right? So trying not to knock any more of the car off, um, and making what moves I could. Trying not to stay side by side too long. Uh, I mean, but the real thing is, staying clean for the first little bit of the run, and then once everybody kind of gets a little calm and single file, you can start making moves, which is pretty much what happened there at the end. I was able to capitalize on people's mistakes. Still had some speed in the car to chase Fred back down, and we were able to put on a show there, man. I hope it was a banger.
That was absolutely a banger. I was going to kind of segue into that. Those last final 2 laps, side by side, the Daniels boys, that was incredible. I was talking to Fred a little bit about it. So there's a lot of great finishes here and great moments here at Martinsville that are etched into the NASCAR fans. The side by side with Matt Kenseth or Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano, a big one. You got you got the Kurt Busch and who was that? Spencer coming to the line side by side,
Yep.
banging doors. That's another big one here. That's that's one of those
Jimmy
just engraved
Johnson
in a
and
lot
Jeff
of
Gordon.
fans. Yeah, the side by side with them as well. Yep. So, but this one coming to the line, you guys side by side like that. I was talking about it's kind of this one might just be etched in my mind for a little bit because that was really awesome to watch.
I loved it. I was cheering like I won the race when we came across the line. I was so happy that he was able to do that. Yeah, it's just the car got real tight late in the run like that. There was nothing I could do but just try and beat him getting in, and hopefully that he'd slide up in the middle of the corner. If he was able to hold even with me getting into the corner, he was going to have the run up off. There was not much that I could do, and I didn't want to run him dirty. I wanted to bump on him a little bit, make it some tight short track racing. But that was about as good as it gets there, folks. I hope everybody enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was definitely about as good as it gets. That was a great way to cap off the night as well because that was just so exciting. A great night of racing here at Martinsville for the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Congratulations to you guys at Crown Jewel knocked off race Crown Jewel number 2 or 3 here on this season number 2. First one, right?
This is our second of the Triple Crown. I think the last one, I believe it might be the last race or second to last race of the season in the ARCA car. So should be a good show there as well.
Yeah, that one gonna be fun. Next week we head over to Bristol with the mini stocks. I didn't even get a chance to talk to Fred about that, but while I got a chance with you, Bristol, a little more high banked, a little less power there in the mini stock. That's gonna be a little more beating and banging than tonight. What do you expect there next week?
Um, yeah, I don't know. I've never run that track on a banked or that car on a banked track. It's definitely going to be, I would think, tire control. You're going to overheat those little tires pretty easily, sliding around and definitely with the G-force. So it's going to be keeping them from getting too hot, making them last the full run, and definitely keeping the nose clean. I'm hoping it doesn't trail into as the night goes, trail into just a single groove race, which Bristol can be known for, and obviously iRacing can't put the PJ1 stuff down. So it may be the type of race where you got to make your moves early, and you got to be, I don't want to call it desperate, but definitely aggressive earlier on to try and get your track position and hopefully maintain it, depending on which way the groove goes. So definitely looking forward to it, and hoping everybody from tonight show back up for next week's race. And I do want to say before we get done, all the drivers that showed up tonight, thank you. Hunter and I want to throw out a big thank you. This was our biggest crowd I think yet. I know there were some issues and tempers that got thrown around tonight, but we want to appreciate everybody that stuck around and everybody that came in and had some fun with us and put on a great show. So hopefully we can get these guys back in here for the rest of the season and keep the driver count up. Because this is the way short track racing should feel. There's a few more wrecks tonight than we want, but sometimes that's late miles at Martinsville, man. That's one of the best races that I love to go
Comes
to,
with
and
the product.
yeah, it comes with it. So definitely happy with the way that tonight turned out.
Yeah, great job. The series definitely doing a great job. That double feature really going over smooth as I could see from up here on the booth side of things. Everybody giving it their all and driving aggressive, but definitely keeping it for the most part pretty clean. But great job. Before I let you get out of here, who you got to thank coming home second year in feature 2?
Always got to thank Bright Flame Counseling. Super glad that even with the damaged up race car, the dinged up fenders, that we can keep the logos on the door and on the hood and be able to show them off when we finish up front as much as we have been. So glad to have them on the car with some good finishes. Gotta thank the wife for letting us play around with our toys and play our video games. Gotta thank you, Greg, for up in the booth and sticking around with us on these evenings and putting on a good show. And always Hunter, gotta thank him for letting me work with him on this league and getting everything worked out to have some fun on Tuesday nights.
Awesome. I appreciate it there, buddy. Good luck next week. And congratulations on the win and that second place here tonight.
Yeah, brother, I appreciate it.
All right, that driver of the number 44, Travis Shepard, coming home third in feature race number 2. Give me a little bit of a breakdown how that race went for you there, pal.
Oh man, everything broke down except my car. It seemed like. I mean, how many? I don't know how many times I drove through that field, but I can't believe that I wasn't taken out in that first wreck. I thought for sure having a car land on my hood was going to be the end of my race there, but I gotta give a shout out to my fiance. She doesn't beat up on me too hard for spending my Tuesday nights doing this. So, uh, yeah, no, the race was good. Definitely, obviously, a lot cleaner than the first race we had. So,
Yeah, a
just
lot of short track racing issues a little bit here tonight. A tight racetrack, the half mile of Martinsville Speedway. How is it trying to get past somebody without giving them that bumper there tonight?
yeah, I mean, it's hard. We're all on the same setup, obviously. I don't know if any of my dive bombs kind of got caught on the stream there, but you gotta get a good run off the corner, and then pretty much keep it right there on the car in front of you's bumper, and right as you get to the braking zone of the next corner, you just gotta turn left and dive it down on the inside and hug that apron and hope that it sticks really. But now the track was super gripped up tonight and actually made for a lot of good racing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. I don't know if you saw much there from third, that battle on that last lap between the Daniels boys side by side for the last 2 laps. That was an incredible finish. Great way to cap out the night. What was your view there from that?
Yeah, I've known Fred and Tyler for a long time, so I was really hoping that the family competition would kind of take over and maybe wash them both up the track, and I could just sneak by on the bottom. But they both ran a good race, and it was a great finish. I can't wait to go watch it back.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun one there. But Travis Shepard, that number 44 machine coming home third here tonight. Congratulations on that once again. But before we get out of here and I let you go, who do you got to thank coming up here on the podium tonight?
Just like in my first race, I got to shout out my parents, shout out my fiance. Uh, they're all super important to me in my life. And shout out to everybody that's watching this stream. We hopefully put on a really good show tonight, and hopefully people stuck around to watch it to the end.
Yeah, I appreciate it there. Congratulations one more time there, Travis. Great run here tonight.
Yep. Thanks, man.
Well, and that's a wrap there from driver interviews. Let's take a look one more time here at those race results. Let's go ahead and drop that podium. Let's check out feature race number 1. Tyler Daniels coming home out on top. 79 of the 80 laps led. He was pretty dominant there in that first one. Pretty hard to beat there. Travis Shepard and Christian Alston coming home on the podium there in that one. That was a lot of fun to watch. That one went 80 laps, 3 green flag lead changes, 7 caution flags for 28 laps. Dylan Passetti on the pole. No, Tyler Daniels is on the pole. Why does it keep giving it to Dylan? Not sure about that one, but yeah, a few of that data definitely not correct, I'm pretty sure. But jumping down to feature race number 2, Fred Daniels coming out on top. And then Tyler Daniels coming out second. Travis Shepard coming home there in third. Martinsville Speedway treated us very well here tonight. Quite a few cautions, but wow, what an interesting night of racing. And Tyler Daniels, the fastest lap there on that one. Dylan Passetti did get pole position on this feature race number 2, excuse me. Little bit of hiccups there. But a big shout out to Hot Fuel Racing, everybody. Still hanging out. Thank you guys so much. It was such a great night of racing. Let's take a look before we get out of here how that championship top 5 fared here tonight. Tyler Daniels, that 45 there, second. Joshua Dunn in that 91, coming home in 5th. Austin Toller in that 44, coming home in 4th. Jason Berger, 20th here tonight, unfortunately, in the feature race number 2. And Fred Daniels, excuse me, coming home, your race winner here, feature race number 2. What a great night of racing. I'm going to tell you what, but for Greg Tilson, Push the Edge Productions, I hope that you all had a great night and really enjoyed the racing here, because it was absolutely phenomenal, if I do say so myself. I can't believe the racing here tonight. It was so much fun to watch. But thank you if you stopped by. Emma, Teresa, thank you guys for stopping by. Inspired Racing League out there in the chat. I saw Kelly Jordan, Gwen Avery out there as well. Who else we got out there? We got Caitlin Bray. Thank you for stopping by. Tyler Bray. We saw Virginia Zaydench. Thank you all for stopping by out there. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I appreciate you so much for stopping by, though. It was a really great night of racing. It was a lot of fun here with the Hot Fuel Short Track Racing League. Saw ACC by Irad. Thank you for stopping by as well, buddy. Funny Guy stopped by also. I don't want to forget him. I think we saw Cash Mash stop by out there in the Facebook too. Thank you for that. And it looks like that's about everybody. But until next time, guys, for Greg Tilson, Push the Edge Productions, make sure you check out, we got a week loaded full of racing tomorrow. Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Head back to Martinsville. So that one's going to be fun. 7:45 CST. Saturday, the Thunder Series with the Inspired Racing League. Head to Kansas. Sunday, the Rogue Racing League to Chicago for their season opener here, season number 5. Inspired Cup Series. Heading to Charlotte there on Monday. A packed week of racing. And then back Hot Fuel Racing next week there with the mini stocks at Bristol. That's going to be a fun one. Not going to want to miss it, but thank you so much. Appreciate everybody stopping by, checking out. If you checked out the recording, you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. But until next time, for Push the Edge Productions, push the edge and find the limit. Yeah.